Hello. Hi, my friends. I'm so happy to be with you again. I have a book today that made me giggle so much the first time I read it. It's called Larry Bendeco, Johann von Sloop. Larry Bendeco, Johann von Sloop. It's a story by Larry V. and illustrated by Mark K. And I just wonder if Larry V is Larry Bendeco, Johann von Sloop. I don't know, but I think it would be fun to find out. Here we go. A long time ago, in a town not too far from here, lived two brothers. One brother was called Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop. The other brother was called Bob. Here's Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop, and there's Bob. They were brothers and therefore shared the same last name. But when anyone tried to call Bob Bendeco Johann von Sloop, Bob would always say, "Please call me Bob." And if someone happened to say, "Oh, and you must be his brother Larry," Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop would say, "Please call me Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop." As you might imagine, the way these two brothers felt about their names was very similar to how they felt about many, many things. Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop liked things formal and fancy and felt that made them special. Bob liked things simple and friendly and felt that made them nice. The pictures make me laugh. Larry Bendeco is reading a paper called The Snooty Chef, and Bob is just kicking back with his dog. Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop and Bob were both really great bakers, awesome bakers, fantabulous bakers. They could bake just about anything, and after years of practice, they were ready to open a bakery. Bob said to Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop, "Hey, Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop, would you like to open a bakery with me?" But Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop thought Bob's baking was simple and plain, and he told him so. So the two brothers decided that they would each open their own bakery. When Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop opened his bakery, he decided he would only bake the finest of cakes, elaborate cakes, eye-popping cakes, very fancy schmancy cakes. They would have decorations that were like art. People would comment that they were the finest paintings they had ever seen. Unfortunately, they tasted like paintings too. "I don't care how they taste," Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop would say. "I want people to be impressed with how they look." Fancy schmancy cakes. When Bob opened his bakery, he decided to make simple breads and cookies. They were delicious. Bob's Bakery, that's what that says. One day, a fire broke out in Bob's kitchen. "Oh, shoot," thought Bob. Luckily, a customer saw the fire, and they quickly rushed to get help. "Help, help, there's a fire at Bob's," they yelled. A shopkeeper nearby heard the cry and immediately dialed 911. "Help, there's a fire at Bob's," she said. "Thanks," said the dispatcher, who immediately connected the fire department. "Go to Bob's, there's a fire." "A fire at Bob's?" responded the chief. "We're on it. All hands on deck, we've got a fire at Bob's," called the chief, and the firemen jumped into action. In very short order, they had the fire out at the bakery. "Thanks," said Bob. A few days later, a fire broke out in Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop's kitchen. "Oh, shoot," thought Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop, not Snoop. Luckily, a customer saw the fire and they quickly rushed to find help. "Help! There's a fire at Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop's," they yelled. A shopkeeper nearby heard the cry and immediately dialed 911. "Help! There's a fire at Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop's," she said. "Pardon?" said the dispatcher. "I said there's a fire at Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop's." "Okay, thanks," said the dispatcher, who immediately connected to the fire department. "Go to Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop's. There's a fire." "A fire at Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop's?" responded the chief. "We're on it. All hands on deck. We've got a fire at Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop's," called the chief. "Where?" asked the fireman. "Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop's," said the chief, and the firemen jumped into action. As you can imagine, Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop's had slowed things down quite a bit. So when they got to the bakery, it was too late. "Shoot," said Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop. Losing his bakery got Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop thinking. It made him think about why his brother's bakery was saved, but his was not. It made him think about a lot of things. Maybe fancy and formal is not so special, and maybe simple and friendly is not so plain, he thought. When Bob saw what happened, he said to Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop, "Hey, Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop, would you like to come work with me in my bakery?" Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop replied, "That would be awesome, and you can call me Larry V." Now, the two brothers work happily away in their bakery making delicious breads and cookies. It is simple and friendly and nice. Bob and Larry's bakery. Every once in a while, Larry V takes time out from his not so busy day to sit and write stories. One day he sat down and wrote this one. Hey, Larry V is Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop. And he sat down and wrote this one. This book is really fun for me and probably for you and other people. One of the reasons it's fun is because you probably already noticed this, but they play with the size of the words. And Bob is written a little bit differently than Larry Bendeco Johann von Sloop, and some words are bigger and some words are smaller, and they just have so much fun playing with the size of the words. And I thought that was really fun too. Guess where I found this book? At the grocery store. I bought this book at a grocery store buying groceries. They had a big bucket of books, Hey, if I opened a bookstore, I think it would be called A Big Bucket of Books. Anyway, that's where I found this book. I dug through and I read it while I was standing there not grocery shopping, and I just thought it was very fun and very funny. So I bought it with my groceries. Thanks for hanging out with me today and reading another fabulous book. I look forward to the next time. Until then, enjoy your books and be well. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye from A Book or Two with You.